My name is Dr. Valentina Moreau. Board-certified plastic surgeon. Top 1% in the country for breast augmentation. Former wife of Mason Mace Caldwell, the most famous wedding photographer in Los Angeles has ever seen. We were married 8 years. I built the practice. He built the Instagram following, 3.2 million followers, all drooling over the perfect California brides he shot in golden hour light. What his followers never saw was that half those brides ended up in my bed the night before their wedding, crying, while he was busy fucking my 24-year-old surgical assistant, Brielle. Brielle with the fake lips, fake tan, and very, very real D-cup implants that I personally placed 6 months ago, paid for with my credit card while I was on call delivering someone else's baby via emergency C-section. I found out the usual way. Came home early from a 14-hour surgery day. Saw Brielle's lime green G-Wagon in my driveway. Walked in on them in our glass-walled shower, her palms against the marble, screaming, "Yes, Daddy," harder, while Mason recorded it on his phone for his private highlight reel. I didn't scream. I didn't throw anything. I simply said, "You have 30 minutes to pack your shit before I call the medical board and every influencer wife you've ever touched." They laughed. They actually laughed. Brielle turned around, water streaming down my implants inside her chest, and said, "Good luck proving anything, document Mason's moving in with me tomorrow. And we're taking all your VIP clients with us." Mason smirked and added, "By the way, your replacement is younger, tighter, and doesn't have stretch marks from carrying twins. Enjoy the empty house." I smiled, walked out, and started planning. 2 weeks later, Brielle booked herself in for an implant exchange. She wanted to go from 650 cubic centimeters to 950 cubic centimeters to match the new lifestyle. She paid in cash, money I later traced to my own stolen Amex Black. I confirmed the surgery myself. Told her I would personally handle every step to make sure my work stays perfect. She ate it up. Preened. Posted a selfie from pre-op with the caption, "Upgrading to wife material tomorrow. Dr. Moreau is the best." The night before surgery I stayed late at the clinic, prepping. I took her new 950 cubic centimeters implants out of their sterile packaging. I opened the silicone shells, carefully removed the medical-grade cohesive gel, and replaced it with 2 full cans of ultra-high expansion polyurethane construction foam, the kind used to seal submarine hulls. It starts as liquid, then expands 30 times in volume over 8 to 12 hours, hardening into something stronger than concrete. I resealed the shells perfectly, my hands don't shake, ever. Placed them back in their sterile pouches. Swapped the lot numbers in the system so everything looked legitimate. Brielle scheduled her surgery for the Thursday before her Saturday beach club wedding to Mason was shooting and starring in. Perfect timeline. Surgery went flawlessly. She woke up giggling, already filming TikToks from recovery. "Can't wait for you guys to see the big reveal on my wedding day." I smiled behind my mask and said, "Take it easy. The swelling is normal. See you in 2 weeks. Saturday. Malibu. $1.2 million wedding. 400 guests, 3 drone cameras, 2 magazine exclusives." Brielle walked down the petal-covered aisle in a custom Vera Wang mermaid gown cut so low in the back you could see the dimples above her ass. The bodice was skin-tight corset construction, no stretch whatsoever. The ceremony was beautiful. Vows were exchanged. Rings. Kiss. Applause. Then came the reception. 10 minutes into the first dance, Brielle froze mid-spin. Her eyes went wide. She whispered, "Mace, something's wrong. They feel tight." Mason laughed, thinking it was nerves. Pulled her closer. 30 seconds later the first seam along the side of the dress popped. Then another. Then the sound of industrial Velcro makes when it's ripped apart, except it was $40,000 worth of French lace exploding off her body. Her implants had reached maximum expansion. The left one ballooned first, slowly, grotesquely, until it looked like an overinflated beach ball under her skin. The right one followed. The corset gave up entirely. The entire front of the dress detonated outward in a shower of seed pearls and silk organza. Brielle screamed. Mason tried to cover her with his jacket, but the foam kept expanding, now visibly pushing against her skin from the inside, turning her chest into two perfect, rock-hard spheres the size of cantaloupes. Guests started live streaming. Someone yelled, "Is this performance art?" The foam finally breached the shell of the left implant and began oozing out through the suture line like gray volcanic lava, hardening on contact with air. Brielle collapsed. Mason caught her, then dropped her when the right implant burst through the skin with a wet pop, spraying the first 3 rows of guests with fast-setting foam. Panic. Screams. Children crying. Drones crashing into each other trying to get the shot. Paramedics arrived in 8 minutes. They had to use an electric reciprocating saw to cut the hardened foam away from her ribcage in the sand while the wedding DJ played "Perfect" by Ed Sheeran on loop. Brielle spent 9 days in the ICU with bilateral implant rupture, chemical pneumothorax, and permanent nerve damage. The foam had to be removed in chunks with bone chisels. Mason's photography business imploded overnight. Every bride cancelled. His Instagram is now a memorial page of hate comments and crying laughing emojis. I kept the practice. Rebranded it, Moreau Permanent Contours. New tagline, results that last a lifetime, guaranteed. Brielle tried to sue. The implants were traced to a lot number that doesn't exist. My operative report is flawless. The FDA investigation went nowhere. Last I heard, she lives in a studio in Reseda and sells OnlyFans content titled, "My Tits Exploded at My Own Wedding," full story. Mason shoots bar mitzvahs now. And every year on their wedding anniversary, an anonymous account mails them a single can of great stuff expanding foam with a card that reads, "Happy Expansion Day. Some upgrades money can't buy."